Murder Beach!
Welcome to the Murder Beard Podcast number 21. Who do we got? We got Joel, we got Cody, and we got some guy I don't know yet, but I'm about to meet.
That's
And then
brilliant.
you got me. I'm newer here. You know me in Game by Gilgamesh, but I'm also here as Peter. I'm the most badass guy, like you know. I've got my banker beard, so we're good to go there. Official member, the Murder Beards. Let's get this podcast started.
I love you, Peter. I love you so much.
That's better than Cody had ever done.
Yeah, really. It was. I like it.
On the spot,
Well,
you know.
yeah, it was nice. It was very nice, and yeah, a lot more scripted sounding than what I usually do. Or Joel does. It's really awkward the way we do it.
Made it up on the spot.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the best way. Sometimes the best way to talk, you know, it's just on the spot.
This
Yeah.
is Brooker. This is Brooker, the guy. who
Brooker.
does-
Okay. I've heard you talk of Brooker before, but I've never seen his face. Nice to meet you, Brooker.
Yeah,
Nice
we
to meet
didn't see his face until like a couple months ago, actually.
It wasn't that long ago.
Like a
Yeah.
month ago.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
been with us for about a year now, and yeah, we didn't see his face until about a month ago,
Yeah.
surprisingly.
Should have a webcam.
Yeah,
I was
kind of
cheap.
happy.
That was cheap.
And then my headset went, and I got a new headset. I was like, fuck it, might as well get a webcam too.
There you go.
I'm using a $1.25 webcam if you can't tell from the clarity right now.
Your birthday might be a webcam instead of a hat.
If you can find a way to hook a GoPro up as a webcam, that'd be perfect. Because I'm
Right.
getting a GoPro. I'm getting the GoPro Hero 3, so
Why are you getting a GoPro?
I fucking love GoPros.
Do you pro stuff?
I rock climb. I
Oh,
snowboard.
shit.
That's
skydive.
what Brooker does. Brooker's a rock climber.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Where do you climb at, Brooker?
I'm in the Philadelphia area.
Okay, I'm in Arizona, the Valley. So I'm all
Alright,
over
so
mountains.
complete opposites.
Yeah,
Alright.
all over mountains, though.
But all right, we wanted to touch base on a game we've been playing for 2 weeks straight. I mean, we really haven't been doing a podcast for the past couple weeks. We've been
And we have honestly blown it off for this game.
exactly.
So, that's why we're going to talk about this game.
Yep.
I
we've
just
been
hit 411 hours in it.
It's pre-alpha. The game is called Life is Feudal, Your Own. Great game.
I put
mean-
145 hours into it the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And honestly, for a pre-alpha game, there is more content. And, you know, it's not even that there's necessarily more content, but it's more time that you can put into the content than any other pre-alpha game I've ever played, even DayZ or Rust.
Yeah, the game itself is so immersive. Like I feel for my character. Like even when like a random buddy might come up and hit me with something, like I feel my character's pain. And
Well,
then,
yeah, you get the blood splurt and the scream like, oh!
it has to be.
Just be immersed in it, and then it takes you so long to heal from it. It's like that really fucking hurt, you know?
Yeah, it's you gotta like really make a commitment to this game. And this game, like if you really love the RPG and like the PvP feel and just getting immersed in just like an open world content type game, it's great.
Oh yeah, and the community definitely makes up a lot for that. Like the community is really dedicated to what they're doing, and they're really not being, they're not pieces of shit. Let's just say that.
Great way to put it.
like with Russ in the pre-alpha,
Oh yeah.
like when it was before they started doing the new one, like it's still kind of the same way, but Rust was it. A lot of the servers were shit player bases, and that was just it. I mean, there's no denying that. Like it was just fuck you.
Oh
And
yeah.
kill you on site no matter what, like type of deal. And
Well, and
then,
I think the big difference is like the amount of time and commitment it takes. In Rust, you don't have to make a huge commitment to it, so you've got a lot of the younger player base that just kind of comes in, blows shit all over the place, and then whatever pieces out. But in this game, you actually have to like commit some things, some time, and some stuff to it that it's not for the younger base or the immature base or the troll base, effectively.
yeah, no, because if you put as much time into it to get your skills up, because the way the skill system is, which we can go over in a minute. But yeah, like you just have to put so much time into it. You don't want to just blow that and it takes so much time to get your stuff up. You got these gaps out, and you got like a really hardcore base in the middle. That's really how it looks like it's boiling down to, is you just have a really hardcore base, which is awesome. And like everybody's into role playing. You know, even like there's a majority of the servers are role playing servers, which is not common for games. Not common at all, I would say. Like that's just not. That's like there's a server or two every once in a while. We played one on Rust where there was role playing, but besides that, you just don't really see those type of games, and let alone being a majority of the servers.
And that consistent. I mean, the consistency with this game between server, even though server to server, one server might be a little bit more laggy, you're pretty much going to get the same feel as community-wise per server, which is great. I mean, you get the veteran players that just are willing to help other players. I mean, yeah, you get the person that wants to fucking go around and kill everybody, but 80% of the people want to help everybody just enjoy this game. And that's great. I love the community with this game.
Alfheims, each of their members have each like 1,000 hours plus into the game.
Jeez.
Oh yeah.
And they are like the most helpful. You know, they've done it all. And they share that knowledge with each other. You know, they don't safeguard it. You know, I asked one of the members earlier. You know, I was like, hey, you know, what kind of tips or advice do you have that isn't quite common knowledge? And they were just completely open. Well, hey, did you know you could do this or something else like that? Which, if they'd kept it a secret, would have given them a one-up on their town over us, But they still shared it. They still were like, no, let's help you prosper as much as, we're working towards us prospering.
Which is definitely great. I mean, most games, if there's like a secret thing or whatever, like you said, they like to safeguard it, and they just like this is mine, nobody else can have it because it gives me that advantage.
Mm-hmm.
But in this game, it's different because you need other players to help you out in order to grow.
They're the rebel people who are like, I'm going to solo this. Like we had one guy who just joined us on the server we're on, and he was planning on soloing it, and it was just yeah, like I just can't even understand.
I need this. I have to ask people for this. I need this, and I can't get it by myself.
You got 5 trees to go through. If you max out each tree 100%, it takes 500. All right, so most servers, the standards are going to be 700 skill points. All right, so you have 500 out of your 700 already gone. So you have 4 other brackets you need to fill. Now the server we're playing on right now, you can fill up 2, but still, that is so much grind you have to do to get those skills up. Like it's just the way it is. It's based on like the old Ultima Online system, where it's just like it, where it's you get like 0.0s, of a skill up to a whole skill, and your top is 100. So like I was at point where like later on I was getting 0.01 of a skill, which means I have to slam that skill 100 times in order to get a point. Okay, like it's grinding, but it's rewarding. It's grinding, but it's rewarding because when you finally get to make shit,
that fucking building up that you can store your shit in, oh my god, it just looks sexy.
Yeah, you put all this time in, and you get to see it. It's just that's where it also comes in, where sometimes it's definitely geared towards a more committed player, and then a certain type of player, I guess would say.
Which in the long run, I can see how that kind of gets rid of the trolls, because when the trolls play, I mean, really, they're not going to really be able to troll a lot of people because they have to get those skills up. And
they're all about the quick game.
Oh yeah, and you can't really get your skills up that fast without making a commitment. And then once you make that commitment, it's just kind of like
you don't want to fuck it up.
Yeah, you don't want to fuck it up, because once you lose it, you have to just redo everything you just fucking did.
Yeah, like even I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, like, when these people band together, like the server, what was it, like a week ago? One person went over and tried to mess with one of the towns, and then basically the whole server went after these 2 guys. So there was like a party of like 50 people attacking these people, which just shows how like great the community is against trolls. Like
we had shovels. The guys had swords and armor. We were in rags, and we had shovels and pitchforks, literally, and we mobbed against them.
We were like a mob of farmers. It was actually a farmer community that was attacked, so we banded with them. So yes, it was shovels and pitchforks, and we swam like through the ocean to this island just to get these 2 guys. And the greatest part was that they had logged off, but we found a town, and we had just made this journey so far. and like we just had a bloodlust. Like we just found these people minding their own business on this island, and we just and we just charge in there and just like start going at them. And they're like innocent people, but like this mob. It's just a mob effect. Like you just get this mob going, and you get pumped up, and then you just need to like attack something. It was great. It was great.
Yeah.
Which kind of brings me to another point in this game. One of the really cool aspects that I found in this game was the militia aspect. You can get people like commanders, they have these skills to give their teammates buff within an area effect, which I thought was a really cool effect. I mean, you can have like teams and squads of people that just basically, once there's a war, you can have different commanders buffing your teammates, so it can really make or break the difference between in a war, I thought that was a really cool aspect that they added. And then I'm so excited to see how they're going to bring out, because they're supposed to get horses and the horse handling and how that's going to play into factor into the whole battle aspect of this game, which I thought there's so many things. Even though it's pre-alpha, there's so much that they're already doing, and I just hope that they bring the content that they're promising, because there's so much potential.
Yeah.
I heard that they were going to be doing them. Sorry.
I was going to say they just released the roadmap too, and it does look good. I just hope they can keep on track with everything.
Definitely. Yeah.
Which at the end of this video, guys, just let you know all the links and all the things we're going to be talking about. I'm going to post links in the bottom of the description so you guys can see what we're talking about.
You should throw in the link to the server we're on too.
Yeah, I was going to make a shout out to Finn, Carrot, and Conflict over at syngaming.net. They are hosting the current server that we are on. Great GMs. They've been really helpful. They can be, stern, but at the same time they're very fair. They do events.
It's really common sense rules. It really is. It's really real basic rules. There are a lot of them, but when you look at them all, it's just fucking common sense and like courtesy.
Serious rules for a serious game.
Oh yeah, they've been very helpful. As long as you follow the rules and you participate, and they have like
everything, have fun, you'll do fine.
Oh yeah, and right now we're getting up a currency economy system going up. I know that there's a political system coming up in this server. There's great amount of clans are in this server. It's great community. I would definitely recommend this server for anybody that wants to join this game. It would be a great server to start in.
Very community friendly for newbies too.
I will also put a link to their site and everything down at the description. So shout out to Carrot, Finn, and Conflict over at Sin Gaming.
Yeah, definitely.
Most admins too. I'll shout out to them too. Most admins that you get, just you complain or something goes wrong, or especially in these pre-alpha games, shit just doesn't work right. Well, these guys, they are committed towards helping everybody on this server and making the game fun for everybody else. I can't tell you how many times I've been like bugged out or had something wrong or lost something because of the server game mechanics just messed up. These guys are committed towards making that right, and they've honestly gone so far out of their way to make sure that the community is well taken care of on this. They don't ignore people. They take everybody's opinion and advice seriously. They listen to you, they hear you out, and they don't discredit you. And they talk to you and talk about what their ideas are and things like that, and they take your opinion into consideration.
Oh yeah, and they're really, really dedicated to the player base and actually making a fun in-game and out of meta game too, for this whole community to enjoy. And like we've brought up ideas to them and stuff. Like we want to push this economy. We want to push the coin system on the server ourselves as Fusag, which is what our town is, as the Greybeards. We want to, kind of like we want to push this. We want to push this forward, and they're totally down for it. They're like, yeah, sure, definitely. Like they're awesome, and they're open to ideas. They're open to criticism of like any of the rules or anything. They're willing to look it over. They are open-minded, which is great. A lot of times you get server admins. I feel like we've had this conversation before, where they're so fucking closed-minded. And like their way is law, like they're not those kind of guys, which is what I think lets it flow. And actually, they have a dedicated player base outside of us. We're brand new. We just started on this.
Yeah, they had the other server Camelot and everything else.
Yeah, they have a dedicated player base.
Second time they've done this, and Life is Feudal or 7 Days to Die they do as well.
Yep.
Yeah, I think they're trying to do a couple more games, but right currently now it's 7 Ways to Die, and then Life is Feudal, which I kind of want to check out their other server.
Yeah,
Just to
they
see how
might
they
be
run it.
doing the Space Engineers too soon. So,
Gotcha.
I mean, talk about like server admin abuse. That it doesn't like every server I've ever been on. It's always been a threat. Is server admin abuse, where they just spawn in things or they go around killing people just because they can and it's fun for them. That's not what makes this game fun for these guys. What makes this game fun for the admins on this server is helping the community. So like, I have never even gotten the briefest hint that they've wanted to even think about abusing their powers in any sort of way. I mean, most servers I've ever been on have been horrible with that, but I've never even seen any hint of that on this server.
Oh
Yeah.
no, not once, not once. I mean, just with their town alone. I mean, they probably spawned that in, but I mean, just the overall
The
like.
town is for the community. No, it's not for
Exactly.
them personally. It's for the community.
Oh no, that town that they
They're
brought in.
everything, yeah.
Yeah, that town. I mean, it's a safe cape for everybody. I mean, especially the traders. I mean,
Yeah.
the people that aren't combat based. I mean, that's a great place for them to go. I mean, that was so smart of them for them to do.
hmm
It's good. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's a good game. Check it out. Life is Feudal. Your own. Yes, and plus if you get in right now, you get one character in the MMO for free. So.
Because the way they're going to be doing the MMO, I'll touch onto that, Joel, is the MMO, it's not going to be like a subscription based or anything else like that, and it's not going to be like WoW where you have your account and you can make so many characters per server or anything else like that. You're going to pay per character, so you're going to buy like the game, and obviously if you buy another character, it's not going to be the full price again. But I don't know what their pricing system is just yet. I don't think they've nailed it down just yet.
No, they haven't.
But you're going to buy like per character. And when you buy Life is Feudal Your Own, which is the non-MMO version, right now it's the pre-alpha, you get a free character. So you're buying one character in the MMO right now. And when you play this game, you're not going to really want more than one character, unless you are willing to dedicate that much time of your life to it. One character is more than enough for me.
Oh yeah, no, and it's the same way that it was in Ultima Online. Like I never ever wanted to create a mule character. I just wanted my one character because it took so long to grind, so long to like grandmaster and perfect it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just doesn't seem play your part. Pick your part, play your part. You can always delete your character and make another one.
Which, I mean, I'm kind of curious. I mean, I know there's been rumors of like carrying over stats to the MMO, which it would be great if they do, but I don't know if they're actually going to be able to do it. Most pre-alphas I've seen that they said they're going to be able to do it ended up having to just wipe everything, which is fine because it's a pre-alpha. We're playing the game to give feedback to the developers, which is great. We all know, we're all aware of it. But I mean, if they're able to do it, that'd be great. But I mean, what are you going to do?
What I'm going to be taking into the MMO is the knowledge. I mean, that's the skills and stuff that I'm going to be taking into the MMO. Is like, I mean, you get started in the game. Most people don't even know how to make their first primitive item in the game. We know right off the bat now. I mean, we've done it a million freaking times already. And, we know, like, how to pre-plan and everything else like that. So that's the knowledge that we're going to have advantage on in the MMO for playing the alpha.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, there's
a learning curve. There's a big learning curve with this. There's a lot to learn with this game. But I mean, it's a fun learning curve. It's not like it's not like schoolwork, that kind of learning curve. It's like okay, well, I got to figure out all these items and everything else. It was like Smite learning curve,
Yeah, there's a lot to learn per trade, and I mean, once you get them down, I mean,
tricks to the trade.
Exactly. I mean, once you start doing it, you start to figure out what the best route is, what to do this and this to get this. I mean, it's a lot of grinding, but in the end, like we've all been saying, it's extremely worth it. Just the immersion, what you get out of it, the player base, the community, the servers, the GMs, everything. It's great. Great game.
And it caters to so many players, like Cody.
Oh, yeah.
Perhaps. Like, he hates PvP, and he can just sit there, and he can just be in a town with walls all day long and just do his thing and contribute, and he doesn't have to... he doesn't have to be out and about hunting shit or, negotiating with people or fighting people. He just doesn't have to do that.
People that love the support role, and there's people that love the combat role. Well, and the people that love the combat role can do, like, just the combat role, and the people that are doing support will support them. because they're gonna need it.
Which the combat in this game is pretty cool as well. It's all direction based, so I mean you actually gotta swing your weapon right to get the right type of damage. Piercing, slashing, blunt. You gotta
Mountain
actually
blade.
exactly mountain blade. You actually gotta swing your weapon to get it right. It's got distance measurement, so if you have a long weapon, you actually have to keep your distance to hit your enemy. So I mean it's a good combat system as well.
Yeah, it's
Very.
good. It'll only improve. Like it's good right now, but it's just they can make smooth it out, and it'll just
You guys
be
came in during a
even
good
better.
time too.
Yeah.
Before, I mean, when I played this, several months back, it was a lot laggier. So I mean, it was melee combat was impossible, and then ranged combat was impossible as well because the projectiles they didn't have working. Now they've like fine-tuned that. Like this is like polished compared to what it was before, and it's awesome.
That is good. That is good.
You guys came in during a good time.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying the game. I mean, I haven't put like as much commitment and like time is like consistent into a game as I have like when I started playing Guild Wars 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say Guild Wars 2.
I have almost 2,000 hours in that game. Like I put some fucking time into that game. Now,
That's a lot of time.
yeah, I put almost 2,000 hours into that game. I mean, that's when I was unemployed, and all I did was for 16 hours a day was play Guild Wars 2. But I mean, this game, I can really feel like that immersion and that like, I fucking love this game. Like, I haven't felt that in a while, and I'm so happy that you really pushed this game on us.
Yeah,
I know.
I'm
long
the
did I tell
same
you?
way. I mean, I really love like the medieval shit. That's what gets me. I love the medieval shit. And then on top of that, it's I don't know. I love medieval. There's immersion, and people are like, let's fucking go with it, and they go with it, and it's so great.
And if you've never role played in a game before, there's nothing else like it. Like it is like the epitome of fun in a game. Role playing, like being able to kind of dive into your character and really kind of envelop yourself in the world. And it's like it's so much better than screaming in your headset at some guy for pwning this noob. I mean, being able to role play. Hello, sir. How is your town faring today? Oh, quite well indeed. Yes. There's just nothing better than just being able to role play and kind of being goofy almost with it. Joel, you were really funny when you started to role play at first.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with the D&D group. I mean, that kind of it was like, all right, Joel, I expect you to role play a lot. Do it.
Yeah, no, like today I had I actually streamed it. I had Panzer's exploring the island, and I actually just went around to towns, and I was just like running around in my plate mail with my two-handed sword, just talking to people. And just like talking to people, like, "How was your town today, sir?" Just shit like that. Like it's just, and they're like, "What do you want?" Because everybody's still in rags, and I'm running around with a great sword on my back, and they think I'm just gonna murder them and then take their shit. No, that's not how it is. But that's what they thought,
Oh yeah,
And
that's
I'm
what
just
it's
like,
like. They're bred into that kind of thinking with Rust and things like that. So
oh yeah, like it's an outsider. He's armed. He's going to kill me. That is just what it is. Especially people coming from us. That's how we still kind of feel. Like we see people like, what the fuck are you doing?
we jump at naked people running around.
Yeah. It's just how it is. Like a naked in Rust could pull a shotgun and blast your ass. That's
Exactly.
It's
It's a lot harder for them to do that in this one, but
Yeah, but still, like it's just that untrusting. Which I mean, I try a lot. Like I just go up and talk to people, as I've noticed.
they're pleasantly surprised with your interaction with them. They're like, "Oh, that ended well. I actually kind of enjoyed that. That was kind of fun. I didn't die. That was good. Good. I'm gonna remember his name, Panzer Demon, the Gray."
That is good too, because you lose skills when you die.
Yeah.
And that's more grinding.
Yeah, there's a lot of incentive to not just go around killing people in this game. The alignment
Exactly.
system and everything.
Exactly. The alignment, losing stats. Losing stat is a huge thing, especially if you have negative alignment. Then you lose more stats, and it just takes away from trolls, because that is just like anti-troll, and that's the greatest fucking thing to me. I love it. Fuck you, trolls. Fuck you.
Fuck you, trolls. All right. Okay. I think we're we've had like 30 minutes on Life is Futile.
Well, we've got 411 hours in Life is Futile. So.
we could go on, but we can
we
break
could
it up
talk about
and
it forever.
break it up into a couple other podcasts like we did with Destiny forever and then not play it. But at least we're playing this one.
But I will add just a little bit side note to this. We are going to create a subdomain for this game, so if you are interested in joining a clan, we have a TeamSpeak server up
Be a
for
legion.
the public. Exactly. It's a Murderbeard Legion of our main domain at murderbeardsgaming.net. So if you want to join us in the clan, join us in the game, join a great server, message us or hop on the website. You can create an account, join the forums, and we can go and play games together, and life is feudal.
It's awesome. Grab that shit.
Yeah.
Comes recommended by
It
the
is.
Beards.
Highly recommend it. Actually, we should probably write a review for it under our Murderbeards group. So,
Yeah. Sons of Anarchy, or Sons of Liberty's playing it too.
he is. We got Sons of Liberty on there with us. We got a couple of people, yeah. And it's been good. It's been dumped hours into it. That's all I can say is that just fucking last 2 weeks. That's all it's been.
He played it for 10 minutes and he was like, "Wow, thank you for introducing me to this game. I love it."
Yeah, it's awesome. It's a very immersive medieval game, and I love medieval games. Even though there's not magic, that's actually kind of okay with me because magic's usually overpowered.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Brooker, did you have anything you wanted to add to
You are our non-life is feudal. He's like, you're giving us everything outside of this world.
So everything else that has happened in the world essentially is what I've been doing. No, I don't know if you guys heard. I know GTA 5 was pushed back on PC.
Oh, was it?
I saw it.
It was supposed to be released like this week or next week, and it was pushed back to March, which I'm perfectly fine with. I mean, if they're putting in time to make sure it's good, I don't have a problem with them pushing it back
Oh, definitely. Fix
a
that
month
bug
and a
fix it.
half.
Yeah, don't pull on Ubisoft. Come
Yeah, right?
on. Did you pre-order it?
Not yet. I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure if I'm going to or not.
You get that in-game currency on that pre-order, son.
That's why I'm thinking about pre-ordering, just so I get that in-game currency. And
But-
apparently they're going to give you a free copy of San Andreas, I think.
Oh, really?
That's cool.
Yeah, if you pre-purchase it by February 1st, I think. Let me see. At least that's what I thought I heard. And a bonus game.
A bonus game could be like Mount Your Friends.
Well, if it's pre-purchased by February 1st, get a bonus 300,000 for Grand Theft Auto Online, and a bonus digital download of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas for PC.
Bam.
So
So-
not your friends.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
We all know that's a great game.
Because I can't wait.
So I might pre-order it. I'm not sure yet. I'm still on the edge about it. But I've been playing a lot of Dark Souls too. That's about it. It was actually funny. I was at work last week, 2 weeks ago, and there's this guy in there, and in the one part in first Dark Souls, there's a place called Norlunda where you go in, and there's this one spot where these archers that have overpowered bows where if they shoot you, you get knocked off and you die. And I saw a shirt, and I saw it at quick glance. It looked like it said a Norlundo Archers, and it had like the circle with the slash through it that was right at me, like no Norlundo Archers.
Yeah.
I took another glance at it, and I was like, that is an awesome shirt, by the way. He just immediately knew I was talking about Dark Souls, which was actually pretty cool. And now I want to get that shirt.
There's so many like things against Dark Souls in one and 2, and there's so many gifs of just like explaining Dark Souls, like running on a cliff and then a giant skeleton kicks you off, and Dark Souls.
Yep.
That's the game.
It's ruthless.
No, but I started another playthrough on Dark Souls 2 the past couple days, and I'm doing I'm streaming it and recording it. I'm doing like a quest for ultimate completion where it's getting the rest of the achievements where I only have actually 9 left to get, where it's like sorceries, pyromancies, miracles, gestures, and I think like some armor sets and stuff. And then also along with that, I'm gonna beat the game completely. Whereas like Dark Souls, you can go into New Game Plus with the same character like 6 or 7 times. Each time the enemies get more health each time. So I plan on going through that the entire way.
It just gets more and more
until-
impossible.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah. Yeah.
Fuck that.
So
You-
we'll
you
see
know-
how that goes.
And you're getting down to the last achievements, so you know those are the really shitty ones.
Not
Like-
necessarily that they're
Not
really
necessarily.
shitty. It's
Like
just
the armor one. Come on, there's got to be a fuckload of armor. It's just.
well, no, it's all like the NPC armor.
Oh,
So it's
gotcha.
like get so and so's equipment, get so and so's equipment. It's all that, and most of them I have. I think it's like 1 or 2 I have left to get of those.
Yeah. Did you ever beat Castlevania?
Yes, I did not beat the DLC yet though,
But you beat the game.
but I beat the normal game. Yes, it wasn't bad. Like I kind of called what was gonna happen from almost the very beginning.
Yeah.
But it wasn't bad. I would definitely suggest picking it up if it's on Steam sale. Like I think I got it for like $7 or $8 or something. And I
It's a good game.
put, let me see, how many hours did I put into it?
The combat's really.
It took me
smooth
about
in that game.
15 hours to beat. So I mean,
Only
definitely
15?
at like $7 or $8 on Steam,
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
worth to pick up. So, and I'm pretty sure I haven't played the second game yet, but the second game was just the same amount. And I'm sure it's just as much time in it, which was good.
It's awesome.
So, definitely worth the buy.
Life is Futile is worth the buy. I'm sorry.
$40.
Besides that, I don't think I've really played anything else. I've trying to finish up reading Game of Thrones. I'm like a quarter of the way through the last book that's out right now. So once I get done that, I'll be able to open up more time. Then I started watching Sons of Anarchy, which has been taking up time too.
That's a good show.
Yeah, I'm just almost done the second season right now, so I'm enjoying it.
It's good. It's good.
But besides that, I think I played a little bit of Space Engineers recently.
I want to play Space Engineers again and see all the changes that they've made. I stopped right before they introduced like conveyor belts. They were in the game, but they didn't work yet. And I stopped
Alright.
before they started making them work. And it's like, oh my god, that would have changed the entire game for me.
Yeah, I think that would be
With the
very
drill
fun
and
if
everything.
There were like 7 or 8 of us in the same server. I think that would be pretty fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't
That could be
played
mass
it.
chaos.
I played like 15 minutes of that game, and I saw it, and I saw the
Oh.
potential in it, but it just
It's one of those games
didn't
that like
grab me that
early on,
much.
yeah, like you need to wait for it to be more developed than have
Yeah.
a lot more
Like
When
I,
I
saw it, and it was fun for the 15 minutes I played drunk, but it
Like,
was just
I was playing with my one buddy the other day because he was home for like winter vacation. I don't want to say winter vacation because he actually does work. He was home for like seeing his family for Christmas and stuff. And he's like, "Yo, let's play something." I was like, "All right." So we hopped on Space Engineers, and like the one map we started in, I don't remember which one it was. It was one of the preloaded ones. But like he got in a ship, went out, got materials from some asteroid, came back, and after somehow we got it to work. We don't know what buttons we pressed, but we lined up his ship to the connector on the platform, and was able to take the stuff from his ship and put it into the platform's like
The
cargo container,
cargo holds.
like
Yeah.
put it into the refinery and stuff automatically, and it was actually really cool.
That's awesome.
So yeah,
The
it's-
one, and I'm curious if they fixed this. The one problem I had with the game was it just wasn't big enough. There was like 6 asteroids to go around onto.
yeah. Well, I know there's like I was floating up a world the other day, and there's a setting to make it like infinite world.
procedural generation. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure they just implemented that.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
might have just implemented that, which is nice. So
That's what's probably going to make me come back to it. Because it was like, okay, I've explored all the asteroids. Now what
Yeah.
do I do?
yeah, I'm pretty sure there's infinite world generation now, so you can kind of just keep going and going.
That's
I'll say my space engineer like experience was I was on somebody's ship and then I fell off of it and I flew somewhere and then I was lost in space.
That happened to me. I was playing by myself, and I went out because I wanted to go see what this one thing was, and I got so far away, like the little icon that marked where your platform was disappeared.
Yeah.
And I just kind of turned around. I was like, I have a general idea where it is, but like I went so far that even if I was off by like the slightest degree, I could completely miss it and not realize it.
Yeah, I was sitting there floating in
So-
space trying to find my way back, and I couldn't see the little beacon thing or whatever, and I was just fucked. So I just stopped playing that game.
Yeah.
Did you ever play Star Maid? It was a game that was somewhat similar, but a little bit more finished.
No, I don't think I've even ever heard of it.
Really?
Is that-
Yeah, no,
is it-
that game, it's awesome.
Is it on Steam?
I believe it was. No, that one wasn't, but it is now.
Star
It is now.
Maid?
They do.
Oh,
Mhm.
Yep, I found it.
Yeah, that one's a lot more polished. They got a lot more stuff you can kind of do in it. It's a lot more blocky. But
I
it's
was
a-
just gonna say that.
Yeah, it's a lot more blocky, more Minecraft-like than Space Engineers. So I mean, obviously it looks like that, but they've got an in-depth like system with it. So like you have to make these power generators. In the way that you arrange them, or the way that you arrange the blocks, determines the efficiency of your power generator. So it's really kind of neat, and there's like a lot of in-depth system into it, and how you build your ship, and like the layout of it and everything. So I liked it. I thought it was really kind of cool. And there was a really cool Twitch stream that I followed for a long time with that I participated in. It's good stuff.
I believe Cody's looking at it right now. Yeah.
It looks like it.
Speaking of
Ben.
Twitch streams, did anyone watch like the Awesome Games Done Quickly stream at all at the beginning of the month? Is Cody trying to talk?
No. Well, I was, but
Oh.
it wasn't relevant. I was just saying I put it up on screen share so you can obviously see it. But yeah, go ahead with your talk thing. Yeah.
Did anyone watch Awesome Games Done Quick on Twitch?
I did not. I know Maul was talking about it. One of the streamers he actively follows is actually on there. So.
Yeah, it was actually really fun to watch. Like there were nights where I was going to stream and I saw them on, and it was doing games like the one night. It was one of the last nights, I think. They did Ocarina of Time, and there was a guy that did the first 3 child dungeons and got the Ocarina of Time all blindfolded.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, from the second he hit start after entering the name to getting the Ocarina of Time was completely blindfolded. I think it took him like an hour and a half or so to do.
That's
God.
nuts.
God.
That is his job.
That is
Yeah,
his job.
It was really impressive. And he was even mentioned, like, he was going through it, and he was like, the sound in this game is really good. He's like, I can tell when I'm walking on dirt, grass, like, wood, like, stone. He's like, I know exactly where I am for the most part the entire time. I'm like, that's ridiculous.
That's like taking pro gamer to a whole new level. How
Yeah.
to play, how to role play Legend of Zelda as a blind person.
Not only that, but not only did he do that, but he was able to get to places where he shouldn't have been to start. Like, before he even beat the Deku Tree, the first child temple, he
Mhm.
got outside of Kakariko Village.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's like a glitch where you can like go through the well and like get out of the village before you're supposed to. I guess like nothing spawns when you're out there, so like you can get like take advantage of it and get a bunch of items that you shouldn't be able to get right away. So I think he beat the third temple second. Like he switched the fire and the water one somehow.
Oh, he beat. Yeah, because normally you go onto the Goron level.
Yeah, he
and
did
then
that
you
one
go
last,
to
I
the-
think.
You have to escort this annoying little octopus princess everywhere in the
Yep.
water temple.
I hate escorting anybody in a game.
Escort missions are the worst.
Always.
Yes.
And everything. They
It's
always
the
bitch
worst
and moan way too much.
It's the worst when they can die too. And you're like, quit going ahead of me, and like they're just so much anger.
Don't go after the dragon by yourself then,
Yeah,
dumbass.
they're just you're just like they because whenever they could die, they seem to be the most retarded too.
Mm-hmm.
That's just
They're like
the way
they
it
have a suicidal effect. They they want to die.
is.
Or they're just way too slow.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
That too.
That kind of goes along with the
And there's
just
no
having to
auto.
follow someone in a game. When you have to
Yeah, that
follow
too.
someone in a game, you're either too quick or you're too slow.
Yeah.
Fuck escort missions.
Also, to go along with the Awesome Games Done Quick stream, there was actually they did Portal 1, and they beat the Portal 1 in like I think it was like 19 minutes or something.
What?
But yeah, it
They
was
use like a glitch or anything?
yeah they were glitching and stuff, but it was still pretty
Awesome.
like they still went through most of the stuff. Like it was pretty impressive. But then at one point, what they did was these two guys teamed up, and it was on PC. So like they had the mouse and keyboard, and the one guy controlled the mouse, and the one guy controlled the keyboard, and they went through it, and it took them about half an hour to get through, which was pretty impressive because like
coordination.
yeah, because you have to be able to like jump and shoot and all that stuff and control your guy's motion. It was pretty impressive. They did. I think it was about a half an hour they did to get.
They must have been Siamese twins at some point.
That's awesome. It's awesome though.
Yeah, I was very impressed by that. So.
All right. Did anybody else have anything else to talk about?
I think we're ready to go back to Life is Feudal.
All right. All right. Well, I think that about wraps it up for the night, you guys. You guys go check us out next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Also, you guys can check out our website at murderbeardsgaming.net. And then future, we're going to be doing the subdomain or legions of the Murderbeards Gaming website for Life is Feudal, Greybeards, for Life is Feudal, and whatever game that we feel that has a great community and whatever game we want to create a legion for. So you guys have a good night, and thank you for watching.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for having me.